I got an opportunity to work on the first Matrix movie with the Wachowskis, and that's how I met Keanu Reeves on, I think it was 1996 when we started the prep for it. I was introduced to Yuen Woo-ping, the choreographer, famous martial art choreographer from China. And he brought in his team that was made up of mostly either Hong Kong stuntmen or mainland China stuntmen. And we looked at the model and how they did. Unlike in America or a lot of Western nations where stuntmen are independent contractors, meaning the stunt coordinator is hired by the producers, then the stunt coordinator goes out and hires individual stuntmen, and then for the limited time or the obligation of contract for the particular film, they get together and work. So say for like 6 weeks they all work together, then the movie's over and everybody runs their own way. In Hong Kong, the teams almost exclusively work with one choreographer. Yuen Woo-ping has his team, like Koreana Yung Kwai has his team, Jackie Chan has his team, Donnie Yen has his team, and they stay almost exclusively. So if they're not filming, they're constantly training and working and trying to outdo each other, that kind of thing. So we thought that model was very effective. After my experience on The Matrix, I gambled on the fact that The Matrix was going to be very successful, which it was, just the genius behind what the Wachowskis were doing and the level of action they wanted to choreograph. So after the success of The Matrix, my partner Dave Leitch and I decided that we wanted to do something like this. He knows that, in order to believe the character, you have to believe that he, Keanu Reeves, is actually good at firearms or good at martial arts. And if you believe that he's good at it, you believe that the character, in this case John Wick, is good at it. He's very collaborative, he's very open to new ideas. He stays very active. He's not just trying to memorize moves. He wants to actually understand why we've chosen jiu-jitsu or why we've chosen a certain kind of martial art technique or why he's riding motorcycles. He's, again, very creatively collaborative and putting the character into the action, which again is our mantra here, that the story and action should never stop. They're always connected. He's luckily one of the many cast members we work with that understand that. I think one of the pluses of the John Wick trilogy is like each movie, arguably, creatively, critically, you could say gets better or bigger. But the root of that is Keanu's been getting better. So each movie he gets better, he learns new skills, he becomes more vested in the character, more vested in the physicality of what we need him to do. And that's why the movies can get bigger and better. Turn it on its head. So in every movie you've ever seen, you've seen somebody pick up a knife, throw it, and it sticks in the guy's head first try. We're just like, well, let's get in a knife fight where nobody sticks a knife. They all miss. And then let's go on a motorcycle chase, not with guns, but with swords. Let's, instead of having a house that's really dark and the ninjas can hide in the shadows, let's do a house that's completely transparent, made of glass, so nobody can hide. Like, we just take simple ideas and then turn them on their head. Other than that, whereas most action movies will do 3 big set pieces. They'll have a big first act opener, they'll have a second act sequence to keep you from being bored halfway through, and then the last 20 minutes of the third act, they'll have a big car chase gunfight to really make the audience go, wow. We're just like, no, we're not gonna do that. We'll do 9 little small ones. And we did all these little small pieces. So a lot of a little, as long as we were different in every one. Yeah, it's all that. And I think if we keep challenging ourselves and keep finding the answers to it, maybe that'll impress the audience. I was fortunate to find a group of people that pay me to do what I like. And the project of John Wick allows me, there's no rules. It's not coming from a comic book. It's not coming from an anime. So the limits are whatever's in my head.